Welcome to Yoga with Laura. My name is Laura. Today's session is Yoga for Sciatica. Let's arrive straight here and now, placing our feet on the floor. The session is fully seated. And we're just going to arrive with our breath by closing our eyes and inhaling in. As you exhale, sitting up in your chair back. Before we inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Bye, Millie. Continuing on that inhale in, finding your own pace here as I gently remind you as we settle in. Anything causes pain or simply doesn't feel right, come out of the posture, return to your seated position and breathe. All right, let's cue our breath or sync our breath one more time, inhaling in. And then open the mouth, exhale, let it go, retaining that posture, that lifted posture. Before we look down, become a little more forward in our seat so that we still feel situated and secure, but we're off our chair back. Now from here, resting our hands on our chair, on our thighs, and just arriving and breathing. For our next move, we're going to need a prop. So if you don't have a yoga block or blocks like you see here, you can grab a hardcover book, something big, preferably to lift the earth up, or perhaps you can tightly wound a blanket, or maybe grab a sofa cushion, something that's firm, nothing too loose. And we're going to grab that block and place it underneath one of our feet here. I'm going to do my right foot is lifted up. That brings the hip in line with the knee. And this is it. We just breathe here pretty simply. Excellent. We're just staying here. We're breathing, feeling what it feels like. Imagine your sit bones are growing heavy in the chair. Closing your eyes. Can we tell which side is lifted just with our eyes closed? Maybe one side of your waist feels shorter than the other. Let the prop and the earth support you right here as we keep our spine straight and breathe. Excellent. We're going to gently blink the eyes open and bring that prop. Maybe you just want to slightly glide it over with your foot. Bring that prop over towards your opposite foot, planting that leg, knowing each side is different. Before closing the eyes here, if that feels safe, breathing into this area. Breathing into where it feels like your hip and your waist are one. Sitting tall on each inhale, keeping that integrity on each exhale. Excellent. We can slowly blink the eyes open here and just glide that prop over to the side for now, placing both feet back on the earth. Okay, next we're going to do a quick little heart opener move. Let me show you a side angle. Open up the chest, round the spine. These are very similar to our seated cat-cows. We're just moving the upper spine though, so focus on that area. Keep it up, keep the breath up. Excellent. This is targeting our posture and any stiffness that comes along with sciatica. All right, returning back to neutral for our next posture. Okay, next up, we will be using our prop again. So grab your yoga block, place it underneath one foot. I will go with the right for now. And we're just going to gently press your entire weight into the prop, into your blanket, pillow, and then release. Pressing into the prop and releasing. Imagine you're just leaving a footprint in the sand. What we're doing here is creating awareness through the hips and legs without any large movements. Keep breathing here. Excellent. Let's switch sides now. Each footprint is different. Embrace how your body shows up today. You are taking care of it. Only you can do that. Big pat on the back. Of course, you can always think about your posture. Can we sit up in the spine a little taller? Can we make sure we're breathing? Before we drop our foot back down to earth. Next up, we're going to sit tall for our nerve flossing section. So less is more here. Gentle is the goal. So if you feel any intense stretch, I advise you to back out of it. Really ease into the gentle movement here. I'm going to show you a side angle. Stay where you are, just turning to the side so you can better see me. Sitting tall again on the inhale. On the exhale, let's just lift our right leg so that our heel is lifted off the earth. Option to move your block under the foot here. So then we're going to intentionally flex the foot as we open the chest and lift our chin away. Gaze goes towards the ceiling. Staying here for one breath before we exhale. Point the toes. Bring the chin towards the chest. Inhaling in, opening up through the chest, chin away towards the ceiling. Exhale, point those toes, chin to chest. We're not trying to stretch aggressively here. Keep that cadence going as you listen to my cues. We're helping the nerves glide around our body. Okay, dropping that foot, gently shaking that thigh out left to right before switching sides. Again, using that prop as needed. Next, switching feet, lifting that leg, just not locking out the knee or anything as we flex the foot, open through the chest, chin away towards the ceiling. On the next exhale, curl it now, chin to chest as you point those toes. Now you can find your own cadence, especially if your body is begging you to move a little quicker. Inhaling in, chest is open, chin away from chest. Exhale, point those toes. Again, less is more here. Maybe yours don't look as quote unquote big of a movement as you see on screen right now. Embrace how your body's showing up. Thank it for showing up. Thank your mind for showing up. That's the hard part, right? Okay, before we gently lower that left leg. Okay, next we are going to release our hamstring. So we're bringing that prop back, placing one of your blocks or blankets or pillows underneath that right foot. Okay, hands are placed on our hips. We're just going to think about a long spine rather than a deep stretch here. Inhaling in, you can keep those eyes closed here. Inhaling in, imagining lengthening from the crown of the head to the bottom of your lifted heel. Releasing any muscles that do not need to be used here. You can keep the eyes closed as we switch feet, gently kicking that prop over to our opposite foot, lifting it up so our hip is level. Again, breathing here. Maybe you place your hands on the thighs. Maybe that feels a little less effort. The string is pulling you up from the crown of your head And the root of your heel is rooting you down into the earth. You're doing great. Slowly blink the eyes open. Hi. Hi. Yay. Doja Dog here to join for our last posture, last series of movements. So we're on our chair. We're going to hold onto our seat of our chair and just gently lean forward. Hi, girly girl, and lean back. Shifting our weight forward, rock. Then exhale slightly onto the sit bones.
Keep moving.
Small movements here. We're not forcing anything. Excellent. Then last up, we just have some gentle thigh taps. You can do palms of the hands, tapping onto your thighs, or you can even do gentle fists. Bringing the circulation back to this area, making sure we're ready to sit back up after this seated practice. Thank you so much for being here. Now, if this helped even a little bit, please interact with this video or consider subscribing and check out the video description. There's some fun stuff in there, including a newsletter sign up and some live classes that I'm offering. I'll look forward to seeing you at that one, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video.